Ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, welcome back to Game 3, Series 3 for tonight of ACL's Call of Duty League. I am in Maniac, joined by Mike Star. Mike, the guys from AVANT here, they had to forfeit the previous game as they didn't have their DLC downloaded, so they are going to be 2-0 down to the Tranquility guys, but the upshot of this is we are going to be jumping straight into uplink on Detroit, and AVANT, when they're backed into a corner, they can come out fighting.
They definitely can. I mean, right here, you're going to be having Blue with the uplink. He's going to be on a 3 streak right here as well. He's going to be moving over to try and go through the schoolyard, over through the lockers, but he's going to decide to go for a different route while his team becomes a little bit of distraction. 2-point capture, just like that. And I mean, they're picking up the kills. They're just dominating right here. Blue on a 5 streak before he was shut down.
Well, when AVANT get backed into a corner, they can also get completely wrecked. As we're seeing right now, as the guys from Tranquility have a 4-0 start in 50 seconds. That's actually a really, really good start for this squad. AVANT, they're just not playing to their reputation at all, Mike. They're getting completely destroyed here. All of them just got dropped, as you pointed out. Blue picked up a 3-piece. AVANT, they're actually... Look, another analogy with Bulls out of a gate, but I think the Bull's asleep right now. Or, the Bull's dead, and these guys from Tranquility are the Matador, because, I mean, they're just getting smashed right now.
Yeah, I think the Bull was killed in its sleep and just gone before the game even started at this rate. That's what it really seems like at the moment. But that being said, it's only 6-0, even though it's only been 90 seconds.
You say only 6-0. I'm glad you pointed out the 90 seconds part.
I mean, it sounds slim, but if they just can work on this point onwards, they have 3.5 minutes to be able to get at least 6 points on the board, tied up, and then start fresh from the second half. It can still be done. They had a little bit of a rocky start, but we've seen it happen before. We've seen rough starts happen in all different game types, and they have, teams have come back from it. So that's what AVANT really need to be hoping for. I mean, you got damage on their 5 streak, looking to make that a reality. Unfortunately, it does get taken down as I say that. But Chilean will be able to take down one. The ball's still going to be dropped right outside the Atlas as well. Beaston's going to be looking to mop up kills. There we go. There's a double. 3 players down from the squad of Tranquility, and Beaston's going to be looking to go through hospital and possibly go for a capture.
Yeah, based on that 4-kill streak as well. So AVANT have finally woken up here in this game. 2 minutes 35 left. Beaston's going to be thrown out as he knew he was going to be under pressure there. Wolfie picked up a nice 2-piece there. Might actually jump over to him right now as he's going to be starting to light up. There's going to be a player just creeping on in around the corner. Does he spot him? He does. Shots out. Chilean takes a fall right there. Another player right across there. Gets the tags out. However, he doesn't spot Varenz in there, who picks him up as well. 6-0, still your score. Just over 2 minutes left. I'm on board with Beaston as he picked up Blue right there, running through school. Just needs to watch himself. We did see there for a second the drone was in control of the guys here from Tranquility. However, Beaston still alive, picks up Blue. Another player right in front of him gets the shots out, and he is going to pick up that one. Nice 2-piece from Beaston, able to stay alive for a second before Scrism finally shuts that one down. So 2 minutes left and a half. The drone's been reset a couple of times here, so AVANT at least contesting these guys from Tranquility, which, that's the bare minimum what they need to do. Hopefully, we can see them get some points on the board.
You mentioned about contesting, though, but they weren't able to get those points, as you just pointed out at the end. And there's another 2-point capture for Tranquility. 90 seconds still remaining in this game. And it's ironic when they get a capture with 90 seconds remaining, because with 90 seconds into the game, they were up 6-0.
Yeah, I mean, look, as you just pointed out, Mike, AVANT did a lot of work just then, yet instantly, as soon as they stopped slaying, there was 2 points straight on the board for Tranquility, which just shows me that Tranquility, they've got the great teamwork, they've got the comms down, and they capitalize off those kills that they get. As soon as they wipe out AVANT, or even just, 2 or 3 of their players, they're getting points on the board. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do end this one before the timer runs out.
Right here, 8-0, 55 seconds on the clock for the first half. As you mentioned, it wouldn't really be a surprising result, but definitely a disappointing one from any AVANT fans out there looking for a little bit of a comeback. Either way, though, that 3 down. I was about to give a little bit of a motivational speech for the AVANT guys, but they just got 3 down. The droid got long reset. It's not looking good.
No, it's really not, Mike. 30 seconds left, 8 points behind, but who knows? They could flip the script in the half. We'll just have to see. I'm just on board with Wolfie here, though, as we're going to be counting down these final seconds. He just picked up Varenza. He's going to be holding the drone in hand right now. He's going to be challenged, but you can see here from your minimap, he's going to be pushing out anyway. There's going to be a player around the corner, gets a throw out. It's not going to be intercepted, so 9-0 is going to be scored. It's going to stay like that, leading into the half. It's just about who gets these final scrap kills just here. And Damage picks up Barney. Is that going to be the last one? He actually picked up a 2-piece. Scrism then responds with a 2-piece of his own. Little bit of action at the end. So it did come down to the timer, Mike. But I mean, only just 9-0. And you know, what a show that was just put on by Tranquility.
Yeah, I mean, it was, I guess you could call it a show, but I was definitely thinking of a lot of other things right here. Mostly a massacre.
Well, I mean, a massacre in the Call of Duty world can be a show, right? I think that's what it was. It was entertaining,
I thought you were
to say the least.
World for a second, and I was like, yeah.
The real world. Yeah, well, let's just keep going along. We'll skip past that. We are going to be into the second half here, Mike. 9-0 is going to be the score here. Advantage to Tranquility, and they're going to be opening up very nicely. Barney picked up a 2-piece. Chilean fires back. Blue and Wolfie taking a dive. I'm going to be seeing how Tranquility fires back. You've got Barney in control of the drone, trying to make a run. Mad dash around Atlas here. Throws the drone out, gets shots on, but he's going to be shut down. Varenzen picking up the nice 2-piece, then making a run with that drone himself, and goes point blank into Wolfie there. Wolfie's going to be picking up that drone, throwing it out. Smart play when he's got no support from his teammates. We're counting down the clock here at the beginning of the second half here. 4 minutes 14 on the clock. I'm on with Wolfie. He picks up 1, picks up 2, makes that 3. Varenzen takes a 4 as well, and then he's also going to be taking down Damage. That is the team down there for Wolfie. I'm glad I saw that. We've finally got some excitement in this game.
He looks to go for the ability as well, but he's just going to dash on past and he's going to try and go for this 1-point throw-in. Will he get it? No, it's unfortunately going to be a little bit of a disappointing result, but he's going to be able to pick up the kill. He's going to try and reclaim it, but I mean, man, oh man, he went from whatever negative result he was going with to even that one up. That's just how good that one was. Now, they might not have been able to get the point in the end, but I think they got their message across to Avant that they're not messing around right here.
Yeah, I think Avant right now are really thinking or wishing that Avant Wolfie was actually a correct name right now. I mean, after that performance he just put on for the guys of Tranquility, I mean, I know that's what I would be thinking. Wolfie went absolutely nuts right there. I mean, I got really excited over that play. And these guys from Avant are really just scrambling to answer back. I mean, Beeson right now is trying to make a run, but you can see here I've got CoD Vision switched on, and there's going to be a few players just outside here to challenge. He jumps out the window, insta-death right there. Wolfie's going to be making a run once again. This is the Wolfie show, ladies and gentlemen. He gets a kill, then gets another point on the board. That is going to be his 4th uplink point of the game, and he's running a positive KD. That is very impressive. Same can be said for Blue as well. 23 for 16, and he's still going strong. I've jumped over with Beaston though from Avant because I want to see how these guys can answer back. He picked up 1 kill, making a mad dash with a drone. Now finally we're going to be seeing some points on the board for Avant. He goes in for the dunk, 2 points on the board, 10-2 right now as Beaston is going to be breakdancing around the opposition. Finally going to be slaying Barney there.
We're going to have Chilean with the drone now as well. He's going to be jumping over into the schoolyard, entering into the school. Player's going to be right in front. He's going to get taken down. Wolfie's going to be able to pick that one up, and I do believe he threw it outside of the map as well, forcing for a long reset. It does seem either way. 10 points to 2 right here is the current scoreline. 2 minutes 10 still remaining. So Tranquility, yeah, they're just like, okay, you know what? We just need to waste a little bit of time. We need to hold it out. But they've got 3 players down. Avant still have plenty of time to catch back up. All it takes is 4 2-point run-ins, and they'll be able to catch back up. Now, it sounds like a lot, but with how fast-paced this game is, a couple of relays is all it takes.
Yeah, you're 100% right, Mike. I mean, look, the way Tranquility are playing, I just don't see it happening. 10-2, 8-point deficit, 1 minute 40 left on the clock. I don't think it's going to happen. That's just the truth of the matter, I think. I mean, I'm on board with Scrism right now, and these guys do not look like they're slowing down anytime soon. Scrism just got a 4-point streak before finally being shut down. And we've seen a couple of kill streaks on Avant's side, but nothing of like what we're seeing from Tranquility. And it's just interesting to note as well, Mike, that although the scoreboard's relatively even on both sides, when it comes to KDs, that scoreboard says something totally different.
Well, you know, you've got to also remember that at the beginning of the game, the first 90 seconds, there's not really a lot of time to be able to get those kills, but they were able to get a lot of those points underway. So, I mean, that's where the point difference came from, and then from there, the Avant squad were able to catch back up in terms of kills. They just haven't had the opportunity to be able to go for these points, and I mean, if they had, they've just been wasting it. Either way, 45 seconds remaining. I think that's about as good as it gets with a little bit of a long throw-in to be unsuccessful. I think that's basically a GG.
Yeah, it really is. Now, what are your thoughts? I mean, just to wrap this game up, because we already know that this is all Tranquility and all she wrote for Avant. What are you actually feeling for the Avant squad right now? Because we both know, Mike, that this is nothing like their standard of play.
I definitely agree with that comment. I think that, once again, they're not using their core lineup. They might have had a little bit of a rough patch here for this game. Tranquility were also coming off just a little bit of a tight loss, so they were definitely keen to top their previous performance. And I think if they played with their core lineup, it could have been a different game. It could have been a lot closer of a game itself. And I mean, this loss is really going to hurt them. That's no lie. It is going to hurt them incredibly so. But they just have to focus on the rest of the season and hope that they can push forward.
Yeah, well, let's hope they can do that, Mike. But of course, that is going to be wrapping up things here tonight. But before we do wrap things up, Mike, I just want to give a quick shout out to the sponsors that make this league and all of our events happen. Of course, we are shouting out to Astro Gaming, providing their awesome Astro headsets for use at our LAN events. I'm actually using one now, thanks to Astro. BenQ supplying us with gaming monitors since 2009. HyperX with their SSD and RAM powering ACL's production, and also our PC machines. CSGO was played at our most recent LAN event. That was in a big part thanks to HyperX. Also a shout out to Does Play, helping us out running the ACL Call of Duty League. Their Does Play NK LAN is coming up. You can check out all the details over at doesplay.com. So that's going to be wrapping things up for my end, Mike. But look, I want to just grab your thoughts on the series we just saw. I mean, we only had 2 games. Your score ended up being 3-0 due to that forfeit from Avant in that Skyrise game that they didn't have a DLC for. But I just want to get your final thoughts on that one.
I was not expecting that game to be that kind of a scoreline. I was definitely, like I mentioned earlier, I was expecting that game to go down to a Game 4, a Game 5, and be that close. I know it was a forfeit map as well for the Search and Destroy, but those 2 respawns, I mean, they really showed something. That uplink really showed something as well. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that was a tough loss for the Avant squad to take, but you know, it could be something to work forward with in the future, because once again, they weren't using their core lineup. They can move forward like that, and I definitely have faith that they will be contesting for that top 4 spot, moving into the final. The next day of the league, of course, on Thursday, and then the final week of the actual the league season as well. Now, just once again, tonight's matches in a little bit of a recap. Mega took a 3-1 victory over Incept. Avant took out a 3-1 over Uproar. Now, Mindfreak took a 3-2 over Tranquility, as well as Integral Nation taking out a 1-0 forfeit win over Team Owafi. Now into our 9:30 slots. Mega 1-0 over Team Owafi. Owafi just unfortunately having a little bit of a rough patch with roster mania. It's not coming on the best end of things for them, and they unfortunately just couldn't field a roster for themselves. And of course, then this match, a 3-0 to Tranquility as well, to wrap up this Tuesday, the 7th of July for the ACL Call of Duty League. We'll be back on Thursday for more ACL Call of Duty League action, so be sure to tune in then. I'm Mike, joined by Maniac, and we'll see you next time.